Hello and welcome to Simon's Trading Channel. My name's Simon. This is my daily Bitcoin price action analysis. It's the 1st of March. Happy St. David's Day to you all. If you live outside of Wales, you'll probably be going, who's St. David's? I don't know. Who's this person? But he is the patron saint of the marvellous country of Wales, which I have the pleasure from hailing from. And it's St. David's Day today. So if I had a daffodil, I'd wave it to you all. And if you're confused by that reference, Google it. Anyway, it's also Friday. So we got a monthly closure and we're coming up for a weekly one too. I'll explain these lines in a moment, but as you can see, the monthly closure looked pretty bullish. In fact, that's probably, it's amongst, this is on Bybit, right? It's amongst, it's not the biggest, to be fair. It's not the biggest candle, but it's, if you look back just on this Bybit history, it's up there with the big ones. So there we go. February turned out to be quite the bullish month. And what will March do? No idea, but we'll see. Because every day I watch the price action, and every day you learn a little bit of something about what may occur. So that's the monthly. Nothing more to say about that. Apart from this little interesting indicator that I've got down here, which is the MACD, but it's I think it's a caretaker's one. I hope it is. I hope I'm not saying that incorrectly. But it has like predictive values. And just to have interest, on its current rate of progress, to cross below the zero line, Bitcoin would have to go to minus 14,000. So that's probably why the maths are a little bit incorrect. But what's probably more significant is it says it's going to continue rising. This is the MACD above 41,000. So that's interesting. So yes, very much a monthly uptrend. The weekly clearly is getting towards the end. I guess we're 5/7 of the way through the weekly on Bybit, and that looks quite bullish too. I'm sure you'll agree. So as long as it closes somewhere around its current level, that'll be a nice bullish weekly closure. Just gonna zoom out of that because I'm not going to talk. I'm not going to. In fact, goodbye, MACD. Goodbye. I will see you soon. All right. So yeah, it clearly has been rejected. Not rejected. It's looking like it's going to close in and around my red line, or certainly the weekly wick got up to my red line. And will this week go any higher? I don't know. It feels unlikely, but I don't know. But next week will be very interesting indeed. Will this amazing bullish pattern continue? Who knows? Who knows? What's definitely relevant is when Bitcoin decides to go for it, like here and here, it really does almost go vertically. Obviously, you can change the slope artificially by zooming in and out, but when it really wants to go for it, it does. And this has the etchings of that, but no guessing on Simon's trading channel, just making a logical decision based on the price action. So yeah, the weekly is looking good for a bullish close too. The daily is taking a pause. It is taking a pause. How long that will continue for, don't know. I'm going to just zoom down now to 4 hour. So now this is more sort of relevant for short term. So the bottom of my range is currently at 58,250, roughly. The top is 63,750 or 63,800, something like that. If you want to round it up, 64,000. And in the middle is this 61.7. And this was the range it was on yesterday. And of interest, on the 4-hour, you see there wasn't a closure below. So that's interesting. And that makes me think that maybe we'll get a retest of the range high there or thereabouts. You can put some more meat on the bones on the 15-minute chart, which I will do straight away. So you got that exact same price action that I just looked at on the 4-hour, but in 15 minutes. And it just gives you more details, right? So there was this uptrend. After that rejection at the current macro high, not all-time high yet though, but it's a macro high. There was a good rejection that probably came down to around about 50% of the move overall. And then it sort of grinded up. But you can see where that trend changed. So if you follow this line up, the trend changed. It changed. There's never one. I'm not good enough or clever enough to be able to pick out one candle generally. I mean, I can sometimes. It's more of a general change from what was clearly higher lows to some sideways price action within the range, effectively, and then a lower low, or more of a downtrend. So, that was imminently tradable, and as a break of trend, change in formation, if you like. I got this mini trend line on, which is effectively midpoint between the halfway and the top. Got another one down here, which was tested back there. I hadn't drawn it on at that point, but that's part of the reason I've drawn it where it is. And on this move down, it didn't get anywhere near it. Bounced around the midline a bit, and then started to put in a sequence of weak but present high highs and high lows. So the current lower time frame trend is back into the upside. It's at the moment looks like it might break through this mini resistance. It's only a mini resistance, but I wouldn't be surprised if it floats around there for a while. And then if the lower time frame uptrend continues, then maybe an attempt back up around, 36.4, 36? Get with the program, Simon. 63.4, 63.5, 63.6, something like that. Basically a zone between this high and that high. So the zone between there would be a reasonable target if this lower time frame uptrend continues. And because I'm feeling very line-based this morning, I could put a little trend line, a little bit like that. So you can see there, uptrend followed by a little bit of consolidation sideways. You could have even, I could have drawn the line a bit more like this, maybe. Remember, these aren't lines that the price action decides on. These are lines of randomness, but hopefully logicness that have occurred to me. And the price doesn't care where you put them or where I put them. So, uptrend followed by sideways, followed by some down, and then basically some sideways, followed by some more upside. So where are we? 8, and coming up for 9 minutes of me wittering on. So I would say for today, Friday, coming into the weekend, I have certainly got an upside bias at the moment, and I am certainly in the long at the moment, with a target of somewhere up to the top of the range. And I'll be wrong about that if this changes formation, breaks the trend line, closes below this mini resistance / support line, depending on where the price is, and starts heading down back to the halfway point, which is coming in around 61,250. So that's probably about that for today. What this is starting to look a little bit like is the Valentine's Range of Doom. that you all had the displeasure of watching me talk about all the way along here. I mean, there are many consolidation uh, periods for Bitcoin that I haven't recorded videos on, but this was certainly the most recent. This one didn't, because it maintained its upside posture with higher lows, followed by another breakout. I'm suspicious that this could turn into one. However, my suspicions mean nothing. Price action is all important, and so I just follow and do what it tells me to. All right, I tell you what, if you've enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. That would be very kind of you. And if so, you can catch me tomorrow doing the whole thing all over again, and we'll see what's happened. Take care. Have a great Friday. Nice start to your weekend. See you tomorrow.